Close that door for me, Dad. Okay, guys. Good morning. So I heard very little, but it seems very, very important. So thank you for coming in. I'm all ears. Let me know what's happening. Okay.
Okay. Well, yesterday CJ it started because her brother Corey Tyler, he came home. He had scratches on his face when I got off of work yesterday. I noticed it and I said, well, why do you have scratches on your face? He said, oh, because we was outside on the playground. It was the girls against the boys. And I was like, what you mean the girls against the boys? He said, oh, we were having a war. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, did you tell the teacher that the girls were putting their hands on you? He was like, no, because the girls was coming at me. Like, he literally got scratches all over his face. And his teacher name is,
What's his teacher name, Lily?
Miss Hudson or?
No.
DeGale? Yeah. Is he in second grade?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
like, he basically got scratches all over his face from yesterday. And then Layla said, well, Mom, my teacher put her hands on me. And I said, what you mean? She said, well, she was arguing with, you said you was arguing with a boy. Mm-hmm. And then she said the teacher came up and, tapped her on her face. And I said, what you mean tapped you on your face? She said, yeah, she tapped me, slapped me in my face. And I said, okay, so what happened after that?
Okay.
The lady fussed at her and then told them to be quiet and move on. And I said, well, who all seen it? She said, well, the kids, she said they were having a little group setting. And she said the group of kids that was with her, they had to see it.
That was in the classroom?
Mm-hmm.
Layla, can you just tell me about that situation?
So when I was sitting down at the table, she came behind me and slapped me for a reason because Samaj, he was the one that was calling me fat and ugly, and I told him to stop, and she thought I was name calling him, but I wasn't. So Samaj, Miss Taylor had came up behind me and slapped.
Show me what it looked like.
Like that.
And when she did that, what did she say?
She was like, yeah, we need to stop, but I don't know why we stopped for, because he started it first.
And Layla, what did you say when she did that?
I didn't say nothing. I just sat there and started doing my work again.
How long ago was that?
Like yesterday.
It was this week, though?
Yeah.
Has she ever done that before?
It's my first time seeing her do it to me.
Okay. And towards the end of the class or the end of the day, she didn't say anything else? Okay. Now, in general, how is the class? How are you in the class? You feel?
I feel sad, but I just hold my crying. I just
You mean before this situation, you usually feel?
No. He asking like in
Just,
the class,
right.
How do you normally act? Are you good? Or are you talkative? What?
Good.
And you feel comfortable in her class? Okay.
And you said the other kids were upset, something like that, when she slapped you?
No, Navaria.
She was upset that the teacher slapped you?
Navaria.
So you had, so Navaria. So Samaj and Navaria, at least those two saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Was those the only two in your group, or was there other kids?
So tell me what group this is. Is it guided reading?
It was comprehension in Miss Taylor class.
Okay. Who else is in your group?
Kurt.
Kurt, yeah, okay.
I forgot what else.
So is Navaria in your group or she just saw?
She in my group.
Okay. And Samaj is also in your group.
But Samaj not gonna be mad because he was the one that was.
No, he just asking who all was in it, who was at the table with you.
Yeah, it was him.
Well, what were you saying about Samaj? He's not gonna what?
I said he's not gonna be mad because he the one that started it.
So do you and Samaj have anything going? Like, has this happened before? Do you guys argue or fuss? So why did he say you're fat and ugly?
Because when we was at the table, he got mad at me. So during the comprehension, he got mad because I told him because he's doing that and reading again. And he did that comprehension again.
So he was doing something wrong with the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And you said something to him about it. And he got mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
And he called you fat and ugly. And then what did you do?
I just said that. And I told the teacher on him.
So you told the teacher on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the teacher did what?
Nothing. She just came up behind me and slapped me.
Okay. Mom and Dad, we're going to do a full investigation. That's not acceptable. It is highly unusual. I haven't heard anything from this particular teacher, anything like this. So what we usually do is we'll talk to a few students and make sure everything lines up like that. Then I'll talk to the teacher, get her side, and then we'll go from there. Okay, but you will be informed of what the investigation leads to. Okay?
Well, I called the police, and they're supposed to be meeting us up here today, because I'm going to tell you, if I see her, we're going to have some problems. And I asked my daughter, I forgot how I put it, but she did say she was a white lady. And with everything that's going on in this world today, you wouldn't think that something like that would happen in your school. Right. So she needs to know that this will never happen again.
Oh, absolutely.
And she needs to know who I am.
Right. So, Dad, I understand where you're
because
from.
that's not acceptable.
Right.
In my eyes, it's not acceptable.
And it's not acceptable in our eyes either.
And I know you will offend for your daughter as well.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna go the whole 9 for our kids.
Right.
But we need to write this up as a police report, and something needs to be done about it now, because we had an incident at Roosevelt, and they wouldn't even let me on the campus because they knew that I was coming. And the teacher pushed my son down or whatever. Well, I just wanted to talk to the teacher, see what happened, because kids, sometimes they can exaggerate. But when you have more than 3 or 4 kids telling you, an officer, the same thing, that's a problem.
Sure. So a few things, Dad. When the police come, the first thing they're going to ask is, did the school get a chance to do an investigation?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask that you just be patient with that. We will do the investigation.
Well, I did call them because I'm a welder, so we can't miss days from work. So if I show them a police report or something, they will know, okay, this is where I've been. Let's put this in your file, so this won't be counted against you.
Okay. I mean, I'll be surprised if they do show up in the morning. They usually will just have one of the detectives call and say, hey, we've gotten this report. Have you guys investigated?
Well, we spoke last night, and there was one supposed to be coming.
Did they tell you what time?
They didn't tell me what time. She just told me when I pulled up, they were on their way.
Okay. So we want to make sure, we do a full investigation and get everyone's side. She's not a white teacher. She may appear white, but she's...
Oh, you did say she was like mixed or something like that. But
So, in this particular case, even if that did occur, I wouldn't say that it's like racism with a white teacher doing something to a black child. She doesn't identify as white either. But it is very important, and it's very unacceptable. If it did happen, there's, serious consequences. And generally, after we do the investigation and we inform you, that would be the time where, if appropriate, we bring you all in together to do some conflict resolution and so on. So that's the kind of the process. But it will be handled very seriously, sir. All right. Okay. It is I've never heard anything like this. So I will definitely look into it. We want our kids to feel safe and nurtured, and they can't do that.
And we know they enjoy the school. It's not the school's fault. But as a parent, I want to know what demon got into you to put your hands on my child. That's what I want to know. And I can't wait 4 and 5 and 6 days and all that.
No. It'll be resolved today.
Okay.
Unless she doesn't. If she's here, it will be resolved today.
Okay.
We'll do the full investigation today. Okay. Let me just pull up, while I have you guys, pull up her scores and stuff to see how she's doing in the class.
Okay, because we're waiting on that progress report to get
Yeah, that will go home today. And we'll also look into the playground, see what that was about.
Okay.
Are you and CJ on the playground together?
No.
Never? Oh, okay.
Different. Great.
How do you spell your last name? T-Y?
Tyler.
This is Corey. Corey did very well. It just pulled. It just. That's the first one that popped up. But let me look. Okay, so Layla. Okay, Layla, we gotta work on your reading.
Mhm.
Let's see what you're like.
Yeah, we know that part.
And what do we do every day?
Make me read.
Make you read.
Hey there.
Did you call the police to come here?
Yes, I'll be
You
out
did.
there.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll get it. Okay.
Then
Yeah,
we
so,
you see it?
In math, what's holding her back is measurement and data, but Miss Monroe will get her